Glass series. Hey, Rebecca, how are you doing? What's up, John? Trying something new today. How are you guys? John, what are you up to, man? And Rebecca, what have you been making? I don't want to install, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm sorry, Rebecca. That's too bad. I'll try not to be real loud today. I'll try not to be real loud today. I'll try not to be real. Painting the ceiling. Hey, what's up, Billy? All right, so let's give it a couple more minutes, then we'll get started. Here's how the my first pepper mill. This is how it turned out. It's Strong Ink sent me the hardware. This is my very first one, and learned a lot. It was really cool. I'm still a little off center, but I cleaned it up to where it looks pretty good. It's just slightly off center. The way I drilled the hole, I should have used my steady rest the whole way, and I cut it too short, so I had to add a piece of zebra wood. But I think it looks super cool. I asked my wife, and she said she wants one. I told her probably choose a lighter color for the salt shaker. So we're going to make a smaller. This is the large kit from Strong Ink, and I've got a smaller one. So I'm going to make a smaller one for the salt. Not today, though. Hey, Runic, what's up, buddy? So, all right, Runic, I did my first mold yesterday. I used the mixing set from Let's Resin. Pretty cool. I just peeled off the latex to clean it up. Um, and here's what the latex looks like in here. How do you get it out, dude? I'm just wanting to clean this up before I pack it. Freak, I don't know how you get that out, man. Very carefully. That latex is like straight up in the bottom, man. I don't know how you get that out. Oh, there you go. Almost. And Runic, I pulled the trigger and got a pressure pot. Granny square. Oh, that's cool. Dude, that is freaking in there, man. How do you get that out? Should I even worry about it? It's just the extra. I don't think I worry about it because it's not coming out. That's my question. When I pour epoxy, do I need to worry about that stuff coming out in the epoxy? I don't know. It looks like, how do I need to clean this mixing bowl? Like it's got a little bit of, see, you can pull out a little bit of something something. It's that little latex. It's got, so how the freak are you supposed to clean this every time? That's kind of a pain. I have to think about that. Like, I don't want that getting in the resin, but look, it's just peeling up. So here's with the mold. I made the mold from Let's Resin silicone rubber. It's a little two-part kit. It's pretty expensive, man. And then I 3D printed a two-piece mold kit, and then I sealed it with tape. So it's been 24 hours. It says 12 to 24 before the mold is ready. So let's demold. I used mold release. I have heard on some different places that you can use Pam cooking spray instead of the mold release, because I think the mold release was like 12 or 13 bucks, something like that. So I just put extra tape just to seal it, just in case it leaked. Because when I've poured resin, I have had leaks. So, and I think it was well worth it. So this thing worked. Let me get this tape off. Look. So we are not turning anything today. Thought I'd show this to you, and I think we might pour some pin blanks. I've never done it, but we might. We're gonna unbox the pressure pot too. So what do you do? It's a little moist where that tape was. Just a little right there. All right. So I'm trying to remember how this thing went together. So I think I just push it. I don't know. I've never demolded anything in my life. Um, dude, how are you supposed to demold stuff? Hey, Van, how you doing, buddy? I'm thinking. Let me grab a plastic scraper, or actually, I've got some of these little open up and say sticks. But I've never demolded. I've never made a mold. Oh, freak! I'm breaking it already. Let me grab my plastic scraper. I think that was a pretty good idea. There we go. Let's see. And I'm just kind of, just in case it's not loose from the edges, but it never done this. This is kind of cool. Okay, so all four corners I pushed away from the edge. Now let's go ahead and see if we can pry it up. I'm not sure. I almost think we should be able to push on this to get this other piece out. Let me think. Is that how it's supposed to work? I can't remember. Because see, this piece sits over this piece. So I would almost think you could bang on that and get that apart. I don't know. I've never done it. Let's keep trying. But I think this just pops out. I don't know. Doesn't feel like it when you push on it. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to pry on it. Um, nope. Seems like that was giving a little bit. I don't want to hurt the mold, you know. Hmm. 'Cause this stuff wasn't the cheapest. I'm like, so this mold, I don't know. I could have ordered a mold cheaper than I built it for. But I wanted the experience because I do plan on making my own molds for other things. Like if you, especially if you want a custom mold, I think it's really cool to learn how to make your own. But I say that this is my first one ever. Man, I don't want to ruin this thing, but it really doesn't feel like it's demolding. I really feel like I should be able to push that through. Let me grab a mallet, see if that helps at all. Amy, what's up, girl? We're just trying to demold this. You have any advice? I don't want to break the form that I 3D printed. I don't want to hurt the mold. It's kind of expensive when you buy all the junk for it. All the, I'm like, how do you get this? Oh, it's kind of thinking about it there. I really feel like this should pop out. Let's try that maybe some more. Hold on, let me grab a piece of wood. Peel it up. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. But with this thing, I think this should be, you should be able to push it through. Let me grab a piece of wood. I feel like this bottom comes out. I'm pretty sure it does. But yeah, I don't want to damage the mold. Hey, Suzanne. This is our pin blank mold we poured yesterday. Try this. Maybe that'll push it through. There we go. It went all the way through. So it does go all the way through. Just kind of. There we go. I'm able to. Okay. See how it's starting to come through? So I'm going to keep doing that. So I'm going to push it through with this dude. Come on, yo. Just trying everything I can, you know? Oh, nice, Suzanne. That Phoenix is crazy, girl. Thing is nice. Okay, here's the. I did use mold release. Oh, please don't mess up. Please don't mess up. Oh, we're getting there. Look. Cha-cha-cha-cha. I'm just pulling evenly. I'm not jerking on it. It's coming out. So the mold release is working. I'm glad I got it. So the 3D print, fantastic. It worked well. And this whole process was pretty easy. That mixer definitely helped that we used yesterday. All right, check it out. So now we've got pin blanks. Now here's the thing. Whew. Hey, Jen, what's up? Oh, awesome. You're already going to have a pin video. That's cool. So for those that didn't see it, here's what the pepper mill looked like. This is the final. Yeah, I made it on 3 lives in the last week. Pretty happy with that. Hey, Grumpy. Didn't see you there. So, check that out. I made my own pin mold. You guys ready to pour some blanks? I've never done it. I'm thinking about it. You guys want to? Michael, what's up, buddy? Okay, so let's do this. Let's get some rice. See how much it takes to fill these up. Let's make sure it's not sticky. It's not. We're going to see how much resin we need. I think Amy gave me this advice. I think Francis gave me some advice on how to measure. And that's what I did for the silicone. Worked out really well. I just went just a little more. Just give me a little wiggle room, and it worked out great. I think Ramon just went live too. A lot of lives today, so watch everybody's, watch 3 or 4 at a time. It's fun. All right, what TV shows is everybody watching this weekend? We just started a new one today, Cape Fear. So, Michael, are you saying just put some cutoffs in there and some epoxy? I'm down with cutoffs, man. I have a ton of cutoffs. Well, let's be real. Have you seen my shop? Come on, don't spill the rice, dude. Okay, we'll have to go see what we got because now that you mention that, it's like, well, crap. I'm measuring for straight up epoxy. So, since we're already doing this, let's take some notes. I'm gonna grab a piece of paper. Let's dump this rice in here, and then we're gonna measure it. So here's our measuring paper. Okay. And I don't have the big measuring cup. Let me see what I've got. Just got these little baby cups. These are what I'm using my resin mixing in. That's 8 ounces. And let's just see what we get in there. So that's 8 ounces. Okay. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I hope you're having a good weekend. Okay. So we got 8 ounces there of rice and 8 and 5. So 13 ounces. So let me take a note. So 13 ounces of resin will fill up, let's see, 8 and 5. So let's call it 14 ounces just to give us an extra ounce. So, so 14 ounces for the mold. So I'm going to write that on the mold. Hold on a second. Oh, well, Michael, I'm writing it down in case I want 100% resin. So we're going to say 14 OZ resin only. But yeah, if I'm filling them with wood, now let's go see if we got any cutoffs. I don't know. So the rice measuring method works really well. I've used it twice. Let's see. Um, let's see what we want to do. Let's go check out some cutoffs. That'll fit in there. Mm, it's got me wondering. I've got, what is this? That's some cherry. I don't think cherry is a very pretty pin, though. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards. I've got some of this other stuff. Let me look over here. I've got some walnut or mahogany over here. What do you guys think about this? This is some material I use for my wall art. It's just trim that I made. Come get them, girl. Those tiny thin strips will work too. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, well, I'm saving these for a lake map. That's what I use for my lake map. Except, you know what? Most of those are too small. So maybe we make a chaos one where we use thin strips of walnut. Let's get a what's another good wood for instead of walnut or to complement walnut? Those are walnut. Um, I don't have a ton of small little cutoffs other than this. I think we'll just make this work. What do you guys think? What's up, Ramon? How you doing, brother? Hey, Kevin. We're gonna pour some pin blanks. I've never done it, but we made this mold yesterday, and we just took it off the 3D printed form. This is the 3D printed two-piece form we made. I made it like a month ago. It's two-piece, has a bottom in it, and I taped it up. Measure with the rice and use the two-part silicone from Let's Resin. And now we're looking at scraps to make our own pin blanks. Ooh, Jen. All right, Jen said it. Oh, Purple Heart. Let's see if we got any. I got a little. Ooh, you know what? Hold up. Uh, there's some leopard wood. Some of that stuff I made rings with. Let's do some leopard wood. And here's some spalted red oak. I don't have a lot of Purple Heart. I've got this little chunk of Purple Heart. That's it. I don't really have a lot, and I don't know if I'm gonna spend it on a pin or not. I got a little bit, but I don't. I'm like, see what else we got up here. I got all this figured stuff that I got from a buddy for free last year. Ooh, that's some cool looking stuff. Check this out. Check that figured wood out. Let's do some of that, man. Let's do that. How about that and the walnut? What do you think? Or actually, that and some zebra wood. I think we're in business. Yeah, we got some of that. Let's rip some strips real quick. Hold up. Okay, so we got zebra wood. Let's measure. Our width is. So here's where we're at. We are right at 3/4. 3/4 by 6 is what our blank is. So I think 1/2 inch strips. So that as you turn, I don't know. I want it to be random though, you know? I think 1/2 inch strips, a mixture of 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch. I don't know. Let's just go with it. Well, let's say 1/2 inch and 3/8 inch. That way we're given a variety. A badminton racket. There you go. Let's just do some random length. I don't want them to be the same. So here's a question. What do I do to keep the wood held down? Like when we put wood in here and we put epoxy in there, it's going to want to float up. What do we put over it? You just put a scrap or what? I'm trying to think if I have a plastic cutting board. I don't. Not in here. Yeah, what do you guys put there? Wedge it in. That's an option. Trying to think. Those aren't long enough. Anybody else have any good suggestions? Grumpy says wedge it. I don't know that that would work, but I don't know. I've never done this. Maybe I should watch a video before I waste the epoxy. You know what I mean? Shine the light right through the bottom of the mold. Ooh, now that's a cool idea. Why are you trying to use wood and epoxy? I don't know. I don't have to. Just tape over them. That's an idea. You know what? Let's roll with it. Let's get the hot glue gun out. I've seen people that hot glue I'm just experimenting, Kevin. Yeah, I'm gonna use hot glue to hold it to the bottom. I've heard of that in. I've seen people make different things, and they'll use hot glue, and it'll stick it to the bottom. We'll try. We'll try. So while that's heating up, let's unbox in your mold. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. We're gonna try. How about we do it to a piece of we'll do it to the outside, but yeah, I'm not sure either. We'll test it out real quick. But while we're waiting for that to heat up, let's unbox the pressure pot. Let me go grab that real quick because we're waiting for the glue gun to heat up. You know what? I do have some UV resin. Let me ask a question though. Let me think. Can you shine it? Does it have to be from the bottom? We might try that, Amy. Okay. If I can find it. There it is. Where's my lamp? What's resin? Where's my freaking bulb? Good news, bad news. I found the resin, but I don't see the light to cure it. Oh, from the sides. Okay, let me see if I can find the lamp. Where the heck did it go? The heck is that thing? Did I actually stay semi-organized and put it in the box? I have not tried any of that, Jen. Hey, here it is. Here it is. You want to do sparklies? We can add some stuff in it. I never used hardly any of this. I just barely used it for those rings. We got our UV light. So great idea. We're going to try both because I've never done either one. So we're going to try both methods. Let me grab our little, we can use that to kind of move it around. All right. So we're not actually pouring epoxy right now. Most of them are like, some of them are like the leopard wood's like around 3/16. Same thing with the walnut. And then these are, this quilted maple is 3/8 by 3/8. I just kind of, and random. They're all random. All right. Here's the Let's resin. Let's try some of that. No idea, y'all. Let's get the light ready to roll. Make sure it still works. Hey, it does work. Yay. All right. So we're just going to do what Amy suggested. Let me change the angle. Yeah, go for it, Jen. Let us know how it works. So let's see. I'm just going to do the side. Maybe a little here. Just a little, right? Let's put it to the side. This is all an experiment. Let's just put the light under there. And I haven't tried this before. Let's see what happens. What, 45 seconds, Amy? Something like that? Oh, it went off. So I think that means it was 45 seconds. Now, look, check it out. Amy, you little mad scientist genius. Look at this. It's holding. Burp, 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 burp. Cool. All right, let's keep going. That's pretty neat. Hey, Eco, what's up, man? Now we're going to try. So that's holding on the side. So let's just put a little bit of this, and we're going to go just a little bit of that resin on the side. Let's move our light. Hold it there in place. Come on, baby. That's kind of cool. Good idea, Amy. Amy knows all the tricks. Now, if you guys aren't watching Eco, he's doing some really cool stuff. He does scroll saw work. He makes all kinds of art pieces, some jewelry, some spinning tops, all kinds of cool stuff. So go show him some love, y'all. And that, see, it's already held. That's kind of cool. Pretty neat. Okay. So we're just experimenting. So here's the thing to get in the center. Let's do it again. This is now while the glue gun is warmed up. Oh crap, the battery. I turned it off. Never mind. So we're gonna keep going with the resin. And I'm just gonna try to use a little bit just to save it, you know what I mean? Because it all adds up. Then let's add some UV light. I'm just kind of holding it in place. I'm on alive. Hey, babe.
Here's slush.
Oh, thanks. Ooh, what kind you make?
It's raspberry lemonade with some
Thanks, baby.
sparkling water.
My wife bought a Ninja slushy a couple weeks ago, and so she made me a slush. What's up? Talk about love. Ooh, that's good. All right. Yeah, that is working. Oh, no, it came loose. I didn't use a lot, so I think I need to use the light a little more. I got distracted. What about your address? What do you want? You want me to mail you some wood? Well, you're a pin turner now. I need to send you some wood. Seriously. All right. It's holding. It didn't hold that well. It didn't cure that well. I think I didn't put enough. So let's try it again. There we go. Let's try that again. Do that. Get the light on there. I'm holding it better to make sure the light doesn't come off. This is kind of cool, y'all. Pretty neat. Let's turn the light back on just a little more. Okay, so it's holding. So let's put it's I think it's time for some walnut, but The hot glue gun is not quite set up, so I'm gonna. I hate to use all this UV resin just to do this, but I think maybe it makes sense to do it for the pieces just to hold it down. And then maybe we can do hot glue in between the pieces. Like I'm going to do this and what Amy suggested on the bottom. That's pretty neat, y'all. And this is all an experiment. Oh man, this one came loose though again. That didn't work out on the bottom, so yeah. Maybe it's too thick. Oh, this one popped off. So this isn't working. Look, they all came loose when I moved the mold. So, meh, I think I'm going to try the hot glue. Let's give it just a sec. The hot glue heated up yet? Yeah, the hot glue's ready. Let's try it. So here's a couple of dabs. Let's try it on the outside, see if it holds. And you guys are right, it's not holding because it's silicone. Hmm. Trying to think. How else do people do this? Let's try to put a bead here and push a piece in. Let's see if it holds. Okay, it is holding that way. Oh, come on, that'll work. That's the side. It's fine. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you, Amy. Good idea. Yeah, I'm trying to do like half wood, half epoxy. I don't know, Kevin. I'm just playing, man. Never done it before, but that's holding there. So the hot glue is working. Um, yeah, we're just kind of playing, man. Trying to figure out. Amy, why'd you say damn, Steve? Did I mess up? I say it's working, but it makes me wonder. Like this one is pretty good. I think it's going to work well enough to hold it down to hold the resin. Hey, Trevor, what's up, buddy? Um, Now I think what I'm going to do is start stacking this on top of the other wood. I'm just experimenting. I mean, this might turn out crappy, y'all. It's my first time. Surprise, surprise, I messed it up. How are you today, Trevor? Got 21 likes. That's awesome, y'all. Now, Jen, what'd you say you're going to get? Are you going to get the were you getting molds or getting the tint, the mica powder? Okay. I'm just playing Tinker Toys right now, so make it a little random, a little rando. And I think we're taking up a lot of volume with the wood, so oh, cool, Michael. What's up, Dan? How you doing? All right. Let's see. A couple of rando. Piece of the walnut. Just gonna put them at the bottom, tuck them in. We're just experimenting, y'all. And I've never used a pressure pot, so we're gonna learn. Like this one did not stay down like I thought. Mm-mm. This one did not hold down. So it could be a hallucination that they're holding. I think they're just very tenuous, like barely. Well, actually, I don't think I glued that one down to the bottom. It didn't have any residue. Let's try that again. What else we want? I think I'm good. What do you guys think? You want to mix some epoxy? So here is my. I thought about an idea if I need to weight stuff down. Well, that would mess this up. Runic, what do you. Oh, I know what I could do. I could put a piece of parchment paper over it if I need to weight it down and put that mold over it, maybe. What's up, Keith? We are. We just made our own mold yesterday, Keith. I can't remember if you were here or not. And we filled our mold with some random leopard wood, some quilted maple, and some walnut. Now we're going to go open up the pressure pot. I've never used one, never owned one. Let's see what's up. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Hey, Johnny. I went ahead and went with the 5-gallon California Air Tools. The reviews were better than the Vevor, and I wanted a little. I wanted a little bit better quality. Oh, hey, Johnny's here. I need to show him. So, Johnny, here is how the my first pepper mill went. Pretty happy with it, but I cut it too short, and I feel like the instructions were off a little. So I added a piece of zebra wood a couple days ago, and we just finished it yesterday. It was a little off center because I didn't use the steady rest. So I think I'll do it a little differently next time. Hope you're having a good one, Johnny. It's a bit beefy. Are those handles to hold it? Oh. I've got casters for it, but I don't know that I'm going to use casters for this thing. Oh, was yours too short? Interesting. Yeah, Johnny, when I measured it, according to the instructions, it was 3/16 too short. But then when I measured it, it really needed 3/4 of an inch. All right. That's pretty cool, y'all. Johnny, now, Johnny, how many of those have you made so far? That was my first one. And it did take a while with all that drilling. I took notes like you mentioned. Oh, cool, Jen. So it was the resin. Hey, see you, Runic. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, yeah, that's pretty nice. Now, if I just know how to use this. All right. Let's see. Man, this has some beefy locks. Oh, that's cool. That's the one thing I read about is, and the Amazon reviews on this were really good on how stout their locking mechanism was compared to the Vivor. And man, those are freaking stout. That's good. That's what you want when you're dealing with high pressure, right? Oh, look, it's an empty pot. Is there anybody in there? All right, it's safe. All right, very cool. So let me glance at the instructions. This is your emergency valve. I don't know what that is. I think that's to release your slow release. I don't want to blow myself up or hurt myself, so I'm going to read these real quick. So this is max pressure 80 psi. Closed bow valve. That's this dude. Okay. That's the bow valve. What I say valve? That's the ball valve. Okay. So here's the question. There's the pressure regulator, right? Pretty sure that's what that is. Yeah, there we go. You can adjust the pressure this way. So it looks like that's what that is. Um, so 60. So we're going to try, I think, 40 to 50 psi. Lock the pressure regulator tab into place by pressing in. Okay. So we'll lock that. Once we get our desired result, you push that in, turn the valve to the closed position. I don't know what's open and what's closed on this ball valve. It has a little picture, but I can't tell if that's open or closed. We'll figure it out pretty quick. And I bought the bigger one. The 2.5 gallon was cheaper, of course, but I bought the 5 gallon in case I want to go bigger, or what I envision doing if I make enough stuff. That's supposed to be able to fit a 5 gallon bucket in there. So to keep all this clean, I got to go rinse out a 5 gallon bucket, and I'm going to laser cut some shelves in it so I can have stackable or something like that eventually. We'll see. Inline is usually open. Let's see. Awesome, Jen. So inline is usually open. Oh, okay. Thanks for that, Kevin. So that would be inline, and then closed would be this. Okay. Thank you for that. Didn't know that. Thanks. Appreciate you guys are full of such great advice. Thanks, man. All right. So I think we'll do it. Let's fill our resin. I think what I'm going to do is just put this in there. Right? I really feel like we don't need a ton. So now here's the only trick. Um, this has to go in. I'm just going to put it in the bottom. Pouring this might be tricky. That's a man. That's deep, dude. From a table. All right, we're changing it up. So this is where we're going. All right, we're relocating here. Well, we need to mix some epoxy. I don't feel like this is going to take. I think I'm just going to make a cup of epoxy and call it good. So well, freak. This is the hard part, y'all, that I've got to learn how to do. That's a really deep enclosure. That's why I need a 5 gallon bucket. I didn't clean one. But to pour in there is kind of a hassle. And we'll figure it out. So let's go mix. I think I'm just going to do 1 cup. What do you guys think? I think we settled on 14. I think we need a full cup, which is 8 ounce. I think we're going to be good at 8 ounce. Oh, damn. No, I don't. No, Amy, but I have wax paper. Cut a circle tray. Hold up. Let's think about this. Hold on. It's 12 and 3/8. I'm going to go cut something on the laser. We're going to cut a circle. Cut a circle tray used for transporting items into the pressure pot. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. But how about we just do it's 12 and 3/8 round. I'm making something for my wife. Let me grab a piece of wood. You know what though? That thing is not very. It's kind of bowed. I don't know that I want to use that. Oh yeah, I already did that. That's what we built the mold. We demolded it today. It worked really well. Um, Now I'm just thinking what to put in the bottom of that. You guys mentioned that's a great idea. I'm trying to think. Let me go see if I got a 5 gallon bucket real quick because I might have one clean enough to where we can do that. So back in a sec. I'm gonna see what I got out in the yard. Yeah, that's true, Kevin. Let me go look. Well, I didn't have one. Let's see what else we can do here. I'm trying to think because I that's a great idea. I want to keep it contained because it's going to spill, I guess, because the pressure forces it. Um, you know what? I have one in the shop right now. I didn't realize it. But man, this thing is super dirty. I don't know that I want to put it in there. I don't think so. It's dusty. I don't feel like putting that in there. Mm, what other ideas do you guys have? Let's see. Yeah, I've got some wax paper. Hey, Mike. Yeah, I've got wax paper. Just put it. Let's do that. I'm good with that. Let's do that. Hey. All right. We're going to give it. It says 80 psi max. We're gonna. Has anyone ever used this before? A pressure pot? I'm thinking 40 psi sounds pretty good. What do you guys think? Well, I'm gonna say 50. So we're going to say 50 at the tool, and then we can regulate it with the regulator. All right. Here's the tricky part, man. We're going to have to pour in there. So let's put the mold in, and we're going to mix 8 ounces of resin. What you see in there. $40. Yeah, I'm going to set it for 40, but I'm giving it 50 at the thing, at the tool, at my compressor. Well, Kevin, my understanding is the pressure pot forces the bubbles out, or the pressure pot makes the bubbles so small they're not visible. Whereas the vacuum chamber takes the bubbles out, but I feel like you still have bubbles. Like, I don't know. I want it to be crystal clear. Hey, Jim State, what's up? Hadn't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, if If I want to stabilize my own wood, which I might eventually, I'll get a pressure pot. I'm sorry, a vacuum chamber. Like Runic, I was gonna get Runic's. I almost bought it at the same time, but I think this is what'll work for what I'm doing. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of guessing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Amy's already been doing hers. Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong, y'all. But if I want to pour thicker resin, this will also help. You know what I mean? So let's get a cup mixed. Let me grab some resin. I don't use a scale. It may or may not bite us in the butt. Johnny says when you pressure clear, you cannot see the bubbles. Okay. Oh yeah, and we're gonna do some colors. I forgot about that. Crap. Hold on. I gotta think about this a little more. I want to do two colors as well. I forgot about that. I'm glad you mentioned color, Johnny. I need some little bitty gloves. So you guys get to choose the colors. What do you think? I'm thinking a little smoky gray. There's black. See if we have a gray. There's pearl pure blue. What do you guys think? What would look good with those? There's some orange. What do you guys want to do? What color you want to do? Light green. It's all right. Coffee. You guys pick a couple of colors. Silk blue. We're gonna do, I think, two colors. Crystal white. Ooh, I think I want to do one of those or some white. What do you guys think? White. Amy likes blue. How about some cobalt blue? Amy wants some blue. How about some blue and white? What do you guys think? I don't have. I need to buy a pack of those little bitty mixing cups, like just the cheap paper ones. Let's see what I've got. Uh oh. Johnny and Jen want purple. Blue and white, Dan. All right. Blue and white. Do I have any purple? I've got magic violet. I think that qualifies as purple. Or I have violet. What you guys think? I'll do three colors. I don't care. This is the hard part though. Here, let me walk you through what I'm thinking. Violet. What I'm thinking is this, it's hard. This is so deep. And I'm going to be pouring and I'm going to try multiple colors. It's going to be kind of a pain in my booty. So I'm going to figure out some way to, man, I don't know. Let me think. I want to have something in there that props it up because that's just too far down. I need to be able to manipulate the epoxy. Hold on. I'm looking. Trying to see what I've got in the shop. You know what I mean? That's because that's so far down there, it's hard to manipulate. How about this is my old resin mixing jar I use for my port. Let's do that. We're going to use that. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now look. Now we can manipulate it easier. Make sense? But it's, you know what though? The problem is now I need a square piece of wood because it's sagging. You see it? This is all learning process. It's pretty cool. Now we need a square piece of wood. Let me find one. What do I got over here? Come on, dude. It's a wood shop. You ought to have something. Just saying. Too big. I'm looking around. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, Amy. Or I was thinking about laser cutting something similar to where it just, yeah, pops in. That's about right. It's a little off though. Be right back. There we go. Now it's supported. All right, let's go mix a cup. What do we decide on? I've got. So we're gonna mix the cup, and I think we said violet, blue, and white. Sound good? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Say I do. Blue, white, purple. Wait a second. I don't know. I guess we're doing blue, white, purple. Let's undo these real quick. Pop the cork, whatever it's called. So I don't want to do that while in the heat of the moment, you know. Dane, what are you up to today, man? Got that dude. Oh, the blue's already open. I used it on something. Okay. All right, white. What I like to do for epoxy when I'm making small stuff, I use these stir sticks from Dollar Tree. That's what I like to use to get the colors out, so I don't mix the colors. And we'll have a stir stick. So we need 8 ounces or a full cup, so 4 of each. Let me grab my resin. Editing. You're still editing? So this is what I've been using for my lake maps for over a year, and it works great. It's about $70 for a 2-gallon kit. Just a 1-to-1 mixture. I'm not using a scale. I'm just doing 4 ounces of each. Yeah, Dan, I put out a video yesterday on man versus laser versus CNC. So I hand routed my first sign. It's pretty cool. I gave Tina a shout out, tagged her channel because she actually knows what she's doing. I do not. All right. I'm not using the stirring tool, so I'm just going to mix for 3 minutes. Bracelets, nice. Hey, Stan, let us know what you're working on, Stan. That's awesome, brother. So, can someone time me 3 minutes? Like, and honestly, for lake maps, I'm usually mixing a lot more resin, so I use a gallon mixing jug and a drill attachment that I 3D printed to stir it up. But for small stuff like this, I think that's a waste. My new mixer would be great, but I got to get the thanks, Kevin. I got to get the silicone off. I'm afraid some of that might get into the resin, so I'm afraid I need to wash it. I guess I'll go take it in and scrub it. I'm not sure how you get the silicone off. I'm scraping the sides, trying to get this mixed up well. Yeah, I didn't know I'd be pouring epoxy today. That's kind of cool. Testing out the pressure pot. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. I appreciate you guys showing up, liking, commenting, all that stuff really helps me out. I hope you enjoy the content, y'all, because I enjoy watching yours. And I am looking for new ideas for man versus laser versus CNC. I think that could have some fun projects on it. The sign was pretty easy, but I'm still learning the CNC software, and that thing's a little squirrely. Baby wipes. Oh, okay. Thanks, BK. I've got some of those I use on some of my laser stuff. I didn't see you sneak in, BK. How you doing? See ya. Okay, thanks. A little bit of blue. Yeah, I like that blue a lot. That blue's pretty cool. Ooh, purple. Good call, y'all. Let's go. Hmm. I didn't know about that trick, Amy. So, how long should I do that? Because that's a great idea. So once you mix the epoxy, it warms up. And as it gets warmer, I think that's what causes it to harden, right? So how long should I let it set, Amy? I've never done it. Do you test it with a thermometer? Hmm. Mm. Didn't know anything about that. I'm glad you guys are here. So I guess you guys want to come back in 20 or you want to hang out? Johnny is fancy. Come on, Mississippi. Yeah, I don't have a Tim gun. Oh, okay. That's cool. Thanks, Kevin. So we can go ahead and do some of these instructions real quick. It says close the ball valve. There's the ball valve, right? Unlock the pressure regulator and rotate counterclockwise until it stops. Okay. That's when that's what we do before we attach. My off games. Hmm. Okay, we're pretty level. Ah. We're gonna sit outside for a few minutes and talk. Right. See what we got. Yeah, totally, Kevin. Yeah, I always wear a respirator, eye protection, gloves. Ooh, man, that is good. My wife made that slushy for me earlier. It's great. So, so Johnny, which is Johnny still in here? What size pressure pot do you have, Johnny? Cool, man. Appreciate you. Had something zapped off this last week at the dermatologist. 2.5 gallon. So, Johnny, have you ever done a resin bowl? Have you ever cast one? Hey, Amy, am I cutting in and out? That's a big straw. Oh, it is, right? Bigger than my head. It's a smoothie straw. Yeah, that is a big honker, man. It's not like those Walmart ones or whatever, McDonald's, where you're like. So, Amy, that's a good tip. I never thought. So let me see if I understand this correctly. You're just letting the epoxy set a little bit to where it still pours, but it's not going to have as much bleeding in the colors, correct? I never even thought about that, but that makes perfect sense once you say it out loud. That's a great tip. Um, because yeah, I'm envisioning some swirls. Like I have that little that plastic or rubberized. It's a silicone little brush that Let's Resin sent me in their kit. So I'm going to use that to kind of swirl the colors together. Johnny says he's done a 6x6 clear with a dragon. Ooh, I don't know if I've seen that one, Johnny. A dragon sounds kind of familiar though. Where'd you get the dragon? That's a that's a cool idea. Actually, you know what? Okay, Johnny, let me ask you another question. What did you use for the mold for that bowl for a 6x6? Did you buy a mold? Michael's. Okay. Because that silicone mold material was expensive. And basically, I think it was like 26 bucks. And I basically have that made that mold, and it doesn't have enough to make another 6 pin mold. It has enough to make probably a 2 pin mold um, paint cup. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Johnny. Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about, the 6x6 paint cups. Okay. Because, man, after making that mold, now I'm glad I made the mold, but I've got to find either cheaper silicone or figure out another method because that's super expensive. I mean, that adds up really quickly. Now, has anybody ever used the deep pour epoxy? I did a project 2 years ago and I still have a little bit of deep pour epoxy, but it takes 72 hours to cure. Okay. So, but I've got some left. I've got to see if it's still good. I need to check the shelf life. Oh, okay. Because, yeah. Yeah, Johnny, did you use deep pour resin for that bowl? And Amy, what time is it safe to go in the shop? Did anybody check the clock? It's 3:33. I would think in 12 minutes. It's been about 18 minutes since we poured it. Nice. Illuminite clear slow. Okay. I've never used any of their stuff. Is it pricey, Johnny? Hey Tina, what's up, girl? We're just drinking our slushy. I'll catch you up real quick, Tina. We demolded like yesterday. I poured my first silicone mold to make 6 pins. Today we pulled it off the form and it pulled off well. And then we unlocked the um, pressure pot. We unboxed my pressure pot I just bought, and we mixed 3 colors of epoxy. Amy had a really good suggestion about letting it set for 15 to 20 minutes so that the colors don't bleed as much. That solidifies the epoxy a little more so you have less bleeding of the colors, which is what I want. I don't want them to all bleed together. So learn something new. Thanks, guys. You guys are, man, I love it. It's what community is all about. Learn such cool stuff from each other. Pretty neat. And Jen's going to start getting in the resin game. She ordered some stuff. Now, Jen, did you say you ordered the colors like the mica powder, or did you actually order resin from Timu? Which one did you order? I was kind of trying to follow the chat, learning from all of you. Yeah, Dan. I mean, it's cool. I learn stuff all the time watching. Now, has everybody watched that floating cross video that guy made in the last month? Oh, okay. A warming blanket. Yeah. Nah, I'm not going to bust out a warming blanket out there. That's interesting to know, though. I haven't ordered yet. Was asking Amy if she had tried it. Okay. Stan, what did you? So, Jen, did you say you ordered the epoxy and the mica, or is it just the mica or just the epoxy? Yeah, Stan says the floating. Yeah, I saw. Oh, what's his name? Oh, the one guy that like debunks like Bearded Viking and he talks trash about people. Oh, okay. Nice. I really want to know how that stuff works, Jen. So let us know for real. Yeah, the cross, the floating cross with magnets, that's pretty cool. I'm working on a project now for my wife with magnets, but I haven't. I just started it right before I did live today. So awesome, Johnny. It's that one guy. He's a dude who's got an accent, and he says he makes fun of people that make videos about, hey, I sold this one board and made $1,000, or I can't remember the channel name. I can't look on the phone right now. What's his name? You know what I mean? I don't think he's British. It's a dude with some accent, and he talks trash about other makers. Like I think he's talked about Who's the Boss, maybe. Um, I have to look it up. I don't remember the dude's channel name, but I saw him do that cross. He added a light to the cross. I know, Suzanne. What's up? Now, this is non alcoholic. Yeah. Hey, you're good, Michael. We're just letting the epoxy harden a little bit so that the colors, rare craftsman. What up, brother Vinny? What are you doing, brother? Yeah. Yeah, Dan. I don't remember his name. Um, cheers, yo. You know what I'm saying? This is a non-alcoholic mojito. My wife made it for me. Did you do solid color or swirls? Well, I haven't poured it yet, Michael. Amy gave good advice. Um, she said let it set for 15 or 20 minutes. and it will harden a little bit so that the colors don't bleed as much together. So that's what we're doing. We're chilling for about 15 or 20, and we probably got about another 7 or 8 minutes, and then we're going to go pour it. And then we're going to try the pressure pot for the first time. So we're really close. Um, Vinny, what are you up to today, man? The first impressions on that pressure pot, though, man, it's solid. That's why I went with it. The reviews were so good on it. Oh, okay. Let's go. You want to check it? Oh, look, we'll give it. We'll give it. What time is it? We'll give it 2 more minutes. Oh, well, crap. Let's go pour then. I guess. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just listening to Amy. Bum, bum. Let's do it. Let's just go. A nap sounds awesome, Vinny. Good for you, brother. Let's do it. We might not have enough. Uh-oh. Are we back? Can you guys hear it and see me? Number one, two. How many fingers am I holding up? We might have enough. Let's go. I think we have enough. Maybe not. It's going to be close. Yeah, we don't have enough. I should have just done 5. I should have just done 5. Oh well, dang it, wasted epoxy. I should have done 5 and we'd have been great. Oh well. Okay. Almost, y'all. Yeah, we got 5, I think, out of it. Maybe. I wish I had a syringe. I'd take it. Dang it, not enough. Not quite. Not quite, y'all. Oh, I don't have any. I don't know. I guess so. Let's make some more. I just threw my gloves away. Dang it. Later, Amy. Yeah, making videos takes forever, y'all. That Phoenix is fantastic, girl. Some green. I was thinking some gray. Hmm. I got a little bit left. Let's do a little green. I like green. Michael for the win. I mean, I could have done more. Now, bad news, it's floating. Some of that crap is floating. So we're going to wax paper it up. Oh, okay. Should I do wax paper and then weight it down to push that in or what? What do you think? Okay. I was just going to use this. All right, let's read some instructions. Let's read the instructions. Hey, Billy. All right, let's see what's next. Close the bowl valve. Unlock the pressure regulator, already did it. Attach air hose. Oh, that's loose. I gotta get some Teflon tape. It's a little loose. Not sure. I got a leak. Yeah. Is 40 enough or 50? We're at 50. It's holding pressure. All right. So it's holding pressure at 50. My quick connect's a little leaky. So I don't know. But that's holding steady at 50. 40 to 50 is what I've read. Um, so tomorrow we'll take it out. Probably, let's say 4 o'clock tomorrow. So I'm gonna hop off here, guys. Hope you're having a good one. Thanks for hanging out with me. That was fun. Hopefully we've got six pin blanks tomorrow when this finishes up. Oh man, I forgot to stir them up. Oh well. I wanted to stir the color, so whatever. Things you forget. It's the first time, so I'm gonna clean up some of this mess and go inside. Thanks, y'all. See you, Suzanne. Later, y'all. Hey, thanks, Grumpy. Thanks for hanging out, brother.